Hello everyone, we're going to start off today's review on a good note. I'm wearing my costume from the Love Your Shorts Film Festival. I helped them out a couple years ago doing some promo videos, and I was Captain Jerk.
Here are your reports, Captain.
Thank you, Lieutenant. And Lieutenant, love your shorts.
Thank you. Oh, Captain, love your shorts.
Thank you, Lieutenant. And they gave me this costume to wear, and they let me keep it. So it's very much in theme with Star Trek, and I'm wearing this today because this weekend is the Love Your Shorts Film Festival. Not that I'm guessing many of you are in the Central Florida area who watch this review video, but if you are, come on out in Sanford, Florida. Love Your Shorts this weekend. It's a lot of fun, good times. Now, let's get into the review of Series Acclimation Mill. What the shit is this? I thought I was watching Star Trek, not Nickelodeon. What is all this crap? Oh God. It's really sad that the worst episode so far is another mashup of two different episodes. They've got this stupid BS going on screen, totally not Star Trek like at all. Hate it. I hate the name Series Acclimation Mill. That makes no sense. It's three random words. You know, normally when they make an acronym or backronym, it's something that relates to the technology, or in this case a person. Series Acclimation Mill. Is Mill a word? I know with two L's it is, but not with one. Her name makes no sense. All this crap that they put on the screen makes no sense. It's not Star Trek. Never do this again. Now, so this episode starts off with Sam having to report to her people her progress and on the human experience, and seeing if they can trust off-worlders from their planet of Cask and maybe integrate themselves into Starfleet. She's their emissary. That's key. But all this stupid crap could have been done away with. Don't do that. It even bleeds over into finding out that Do-Re-Mi here, the Keonian, is allergic to bananas, and it makes him vomit glitter. Oh my God. This is more childish than Star Trek Prodigy. Star Trek Prodigy was actually good, entertaining. You know, it was geared towards kids, but it wasn't so childlike that adults couldn't like it as well. This is just a bunch of stupid crap. Like this. More stupid crap. Why they have these things? Here she is talking to her people. I know that, like, this is what she's seeing in her head, maybe in the transmission or whatever, but this is like, no, never again. Anywho, the Cask Leadership Council or whatever tells her to go to take a course in Starfleet called Confronting the Unexplainable. And in order to get her taken on this human experience thing, I forget why. I don't even know if they told you why she has to take this course. They could have just had her take the course and report back without all this stupid crap on the screen. This is bugging me. And here we have Isla. What's her last name? We'll find out. But Isla is teaching the course that Sam has to take. And she's got some real insights here. So one of the things that Sam has to do is, you know, confronting the unexplainable. She decides to take the course so that she can learn about Captain Sisko, whom she hears is an emissary. So she is an emissary as well. She has a connection, and she wants to find out what happened to him. Nobody knows what happened to him at the end of the show, and now it's 800 years later. They still don't know what happened to him. So she's bound and determined to figure out the mystery what happened to Captain Sisko. Chancellor Captain Aki gives her a little insight, and it also has a nice, neat, tidy way of explaining why Avery Brooks is not in the episode, or even displayed pictorially. Watch this.
When I lived on Bejor, Cisco was like a god to them. They don't even show images of him anymore because they believe he's transcended human form.
Like a god.
So Sam does some virtual learning from the Cisco Museum in Louisiana, New Orleans, and she sees a hologram of Jake, this is great, bringing Jake back. He has some nice things to say about his dad. Now the episode, this is a different episode. All that stupid cartoony crap up front was just a means to get Sam to try to learn about Cisco. So this part's great. It's interesting, I didn't love DS9 as much as others, but I certainly didn't hate it. And so it was nice to see Sarek Lofton back as Jake Sisko. But here's more stupid stuff. The gang decides to go out drinking. So our legal code number memorizing super genius over here, Caleb Muir, Sam says, I can't eat or drink. And he says, well, I'll just change your programming. So now he's a computer programmer as well. Not only that, he somehow brings up an interface to her operating system because she's a hologram, a photonic. I'm guessing that they didn't code her in English. How does he know how to code Kaskian? This is stupid. Oh, see, look, he accidentally made her hair purple because he's not a great programmer. Hilarity ensues. This is really stupid. So when they go out to the bar, he is going to code her so that she can get drunk. And instead of just giving her a shot, she types in 12 shots of vodka. So, hilarity is going to ensue. This dumb stuff should not be on the screen. Stop it. So we finally have our first kiss in this bar scene between Caleb Muir and Tiramisu. So this is progressing along nicely. We'll, have to keep track of their shenanigans moving forward. And we finally have the last piece of the puzzle as to why Jaden is the way he is, his character. He's a Klingon, but he's different. He's a pacifist. He's into science and medicine. He's shy. And he's gay. So, great. I have no issues with gay characters. I have an issue with making him so different that they finally put the cherry on top, and that's the fact that he's gay. Why not just have a regular old Klingon be gay? You can't have a regular Klingon be gay? You have to make him shy and a pacifist and all the other ways that he's not like a regular Klingon. So I don't see any problem with having, a traditional gruff, stoic Klingon who's a warrior and wants to kill and he's gay. Nothing wrong with that. You don't have to make him so different because he's gay. Just have a gay character. I think it would have been more interesting to have a regular, straight up, no pun intended, Klingon who's a gay person. Much like in the old Greek days, there was a lot more sexual fluidity, and fluids probably too. But, I don't know, just, I thought it was weird that they had to make him so different in so many different ways and then finally reveal that he's gay. Who cares? Just make him a gay Klingon. So, in her final conversation, Sam's final conversation with Isla, who led her down the Cisco rabbit hole, she finally, Isla gives her this book. This is the book that Jake wrote about his father and never gave to anyone. Mike, why is that? So somehow in reading Jake's book, Anselm, which is Bajoran for father, she hallucinates him. I didn't get this part as to how he came out of the book to talk to her and give her a pep talk on being an emissary. And his relationship with his dad. It was a real stretch. If this is all a hallucination, maybe she scanned through the book and read it all and just sort of coalesced what it would be like to actually talk to him. They made it look like it's magic, and so that doesn't work for me. But story-wise, she wraps things up and learns that finding out what happened to Cisco is unknowable, and she'll just have to accept that. And at first, when she was talking to Jake and she was crying, I thought, how can a photonic hologram cry? But then I kind of backtracked. I thought, well, she can look like anything. She's a photonic. She can change her clothes to be anything with a mere thought, because she's presenting photonic energy so that people can see her. So I thought, well, if she's sad, she could generate what looks like tears on her skin coming out of her eyes, just as the way she looks the way she does. So I was going to point that out, but now I'm backtracking. And here's where it all comes together and makes sense. Isla is a Trill Cardassian. Trills have symbiotes. What is her last name? Dax. Here is Curzon, Jadzia, and Ezri Dax, 800 years later, in possession of Jake's book because she's a close personal family friend. So I like that. Brought it all together. I don't know how much more we're going to see of this character, but it's interesting to know that there's now another DS9 alum. Jake was briefly in this episode, but Dax is still alive. So I like that touch. And here she is, played by Tawny Newsome, who I think, she's like a DS9 superfan. I think she wrote this episode too. She was Mariner in Lower Decks, and now she's on Starfleet Academy as well. So, another mashup of two different ideas, two different stories into one episode. The first half, just stupid beyond belief. Never do that again. I want my Star Trek to be Star Trek and not, like I said, Nickelodeon, Disney Kids. It just, none of that. Stop it. But the DS9, the Cisco stuff, was very poignant and touching at times. A nice addition into the canon, having Dax be a character. So we'll see if she pops up in the future and where that goes. So first half, what's worse than an F? But second half, B+. Good. So if they don't do any more of that stupid crap, this show could be moving in the right direction. Live long and prosper.
Divine laws are simpler than human ones, which is why it takes a lifetime to be able to understand them. Only love can understand them. Only love can interpret these words as they were meant to be interpreted.